Sorry, got a phone call. But what I was saying is half of us adults can't deal with what people think of us and trying to impress people that we don't know and don't care about us by what we look like and how we wear our hair and the makeup brand that we put on our face and what clothes and how we styling. Most of us are trying to live up to impressing people. Where do you think we get the Bow Wow challenge? Because folks are so involved of how people think of us, and we're supposed to be adults. So what do you think little kids are going through? Being removed. And I will say this, being a foster child, because I didn't get adopted. I was in the same home until I was 12 years old, and I didn't get adopted until I was 12. And that's because it was in the 70s and it just took so long. However, not much changed because, again, they want to do reunification. I didn't adopt my daughter until she was 12, and she had been placed in my home since she was 6. Okay? Because these things take time. And what I say about the big picture is that I know that a lot of us in the Black community are always talking about children and always talking about these badass kids and always talking about what we need to do. I will tell you the one powerful thing I have ever done for my Black community that I've always challenged other people to do in our Black community is to take these kids in. If you don't get anything out of the conversation or what you hear the passion and hearing what Shawn is talking about. If you don't take anything else, because I know people are gonna go do what they're gonna do. People are involved and they love the mess and people are going back and forth and all that stuff. If you don't get any takeaway moving into 2019, why don't you reflect and think about if your heart calls you to do it. Like he said, to go to an orientation and foster and see what it is to be a foster parent. The most powerful thing I've ever done in my Black community is foster children. Foster a child, adopt a child, and take them out of what will be a different road that they could have traveled if they had just been left in the system. Because most of these children, a lot of these children are going to age out into the system. And they're not going to have the tools that they need. They're not going to have what they need emotionally, mentally, and physically. When I mean physically, meaning moving into a home and having a good standard of care to take care of themselves. They're going to be out in the streets, and we're going to deal with them. Okay? That's the takeaway. That's my teachable moment. Because so many people want to talk about what everyone should do when you probably can do it starting with you. I took in a child. I took care of a lot of children, and I'm still taking care of children. That older sister, I never adopted her, but she calls me mom, and her child calls me grandma, because I've been in his life since day one, minute one, second one. I'm still fostering. And I know, and I'm not putting judgment on anyone, but what I'm saying is, because I don't want people talking about, well, I take care of mine and I do this. Great. But I'm just saying the big picture. There are a group of children that are being in the cracks, falling through the cracks, because so many people have thrown them away. So many people have not done them right. When my daughter came to my care, she had been placed in 6 homes. One of the homes, she didn't even have Christmas. Now, one of the things they tell you is that you can take a child from any nationality, any background, any religious affiliation. However, if you know, say for example, this child is Catholic, you as a foster parent still need to foster that element of their religion. If you're not Catholic, then you connect with another foster family to take them to Catholic school so that they can go and do their communion and all the things that they have to do. You still have to continue to foster that. Because remember, reunification is always the end game. My daughter went through a Christmas and didn't get any Christmas presents. She actually doesn't even remember when she came to us. She came to us in February, and learning and talking about things that she didn't even remember ever having a Christmas. One family didn't do Christmas because of their religion, so she didn't have Christmas either. See what I'm talking about? So when you have foster parents who care for their children, love on their children, treat them like family, because they are family. When you step in the house, you are family. Yeah, there are house rules, but this is family. And while you're here, we are family. I salute them. I salute them. And the rest of them can go to hell. So, Shawn, keep doing what you're doing. You know how I feel about that, and for those of you who do not know, now you know how I feel about being a foster parent and those who do that, because we do things that other people don't want to do. We do things that people don't want to do because it's hard work. It is hard work. It's hard work. It's hard work pouring into children that sometimes don't even know what love is. And you have to fight against that. You have to fight against, because they don't even know what it's like to be treated well. That when they see it, they fight it. And a lot of people ain't built for that. A lot of people aren't built for that. And I get it. So I wouldn't want you to be a foster parent. But if this hasn't done nothing else except piqued your curiosity, and you think you have the love and the right environment and the people that can support you, because you also need that. You also need that. And you have a village of people that can support you. I say going into 2019, check it out. See if you're made of what it takes to be a foster parent. I had a friend that only did babies. She only took care of babies. So you can go into different, you can specify what you want to do. If you have a specialty and you can deal with special needs kids, like children who are autistic or children who have medical issues, and you're a nurse, you may be one of those people that can take some children have serious medical issues. And I'm not talking about medical meaning mental, or some physical. We're talking about children who have cerebral palsy, children who have feeding tubes, children who need actual medical care. Take care of them. So I'm going to end this because there are a lot of people out here. A lot of people out here need help. And not only do you end up fostering the children, you end up fostering the parents too, because they sometimes need care on an adult level. Take care of yourself and each other. Happy Vlogmas. I'll be back with another video. Bye.